For 5 things I would never sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. The last 2 might be variable for where you're at in your career. Number 1 is things that are made for a specific book that the kids are reading. Now, if you make a beginning, middle, end graphic organizer, that's fine. But what I'm talking about, say you made writing prompts about a wizard that had a scar on their forehead that had 2 best friends, clearly for Harry Potter. Book titles, characters are trademarked. And personally, I wouldn't even try to get creative with it and just say wizard instead of Harry Potter. It's not worth it to me. Number 2, similarly, curriculum supports that are really obvious. For example, I was trained in Orton Gillingham. I know what their materials look like, and I could easily make a red word paper or a 3-part drill. That is protected information. I cannot make money off of their curriculum. And you definitely can't mention the curriculum in the description of the product. However, I know a lot of kindergarten curriculums talk about community helpers in their units. That's a similarity across many curriculums. I feel like I can make a community helpers writing paper, and that's not for a specific curriculum. I got this review today that said, use this with the book, The Boy Who Made a Forest. I did not make this resource even knowing what that book was. It's a resource where you learn about trees, write informational facts about trees. And it's great that it's in the review and teachers can see how other teachers used it, but it's not explicitly for that book. I would never put a book title in your descriptions of your products. So we have curriculum and books. Number 3 is anything that's a brand. A lot of people make Disney classroom decor, for example. Or I've seen Harry Potter classroom decor. Not allowed. Number 4 is formative assessments, and that's based on your level of understanding. I personally don't feel confident enough to make assessments for a grade level, especially with the variability between each district and each state of how they grade addition within 10, how students have to prove that on certain tests in different schools. And the last one is subplans. Again, personal preference, personal understanding. For me, subplans need to be really personalized. They need to have the emergency drill information, specials information, room numbers, students to depend on, students to watch carefully. And besides just putting that as a category for the teacher to fill in, I don't feel comfortable making one, but they do sell really well on Teachers Pay Teachers subplans. I would imagine an editable subplan would sell really well. So just to recap, we have books, curriculum, brands, assessments, and subplans. Would you make any of these 5?